Yeah, I'm good. Apparently we're muted. Alex said we're muted. Alex, can you hear me now or not? Oh, it's
Only
only
me.
Bray. I'm good, but only Bray. Okay. Well, how's everyone doing? Anthony, I did not long. Actually, I did long. I got break even though on it. Um, yeah, we're golden. Did you sorry, Ray, you were saying before in the green screen you were short overnight.
I was short overnight. Yeah, I can go over that this morning before I.
Sure, we can do that in a minute. We can do that in a minute.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's just have a look at the lay of the land, higher time frame. It looks really bleak because we are only going down right now. However, it's not that bad when we look at things from a higher time frame perspective. All right, bro, you all right, they've switched to me. Okay. Right now I kind of want to see us buy out of this kind of area. You know, we held it previously, this 27K. If we lose 27K, it probably doesn't look as nice as it should. ES is still well above 7K. We're rejecting off of what low 200s. There's a lot of price action here to get through. I think if we get through some of this bulk that, these downward days that quickly got bought back up, we start to get through there, we could see some sort of higher time frame turn. We have basically only gone up, so I would expect some sort of retrace at some point. Not been trying to time the top. However, there are two things to note that have caught my attention today. Is that ES's current high is today, right? They have a nice session, and NQ's current high is yesterday. So NQ made a swing yesterday, and ES is currently making a swing today. It's traded into the high, straight into the low, which looks pretty bearish. And if we open up down here, it could kind of scare some people and we could get some sort of sell off. Um, Personally, the overnight high that was made at 6, you've got this divergence with NQ. NQ didn't make it the actual new, like a new all-time high, but ES did. A lot of people are probably going to look at this and think, yeah, we're going to go correct that. But when we look at ES, I don't think we necessarily do. We've got, some sort of 4-hour shift because of that structure on ES. When we look at it like this, um, ES is broken out of 7,190, which was kind of that area that held previously, which was yesterday's open. Yeah, basically yesterday's open. And now we're trading below it. So if we look at things from a weekly perspective, we currently have the high, and now we're putting in some sort of low. For me, the main area that I want to see hold is this sideways action on ES. If they just chop through this area, I think that it's pretty bearish. And if not, and they can rally out of here, I think the likelihood that we make a new high is pretty good. But right now, shorts look glorious and paid. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to short it up here. I'd probably look to wait for some sort of retest, um, and kind of go from there. Update on my trading from yesterday. I'm just going over everything because I have to just be right back in a few seconds. Um, what was ended up being a couple of $100 on the day. I took a trade around 12, and I'll go over that when I'm back. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it right now. I can see why we're bearish based on the daily and the 4 hour. Um, we are selling um, we are selling off pretty good. I wouldn't want to try and catch the knife on it. I would probably need to wait for some sort of retrace, and then maybe sell it again. Maybe try and play some sort of continuation long if they get some higher time frame, 15 minute hourly structure that I can play off. But until then, I think today is probably going to be a bit more of a hands off day for me. Bray, what about you? So, and by the way, I have to be right back. I'm asking for the benefit of the chat because I just need to shoot. I'll be a couple of minutes, and then yeah, I'll be back.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I'll take
Cheers,
over
brother.
from here. Right on. Okay, see you in a bit. Yeah, good morning, guys. Hope you're all doing well. I am in agreement with a lot of what Kane said already. Starting off on the high time frame, right? I'm not gonna reiterate or repeat exactly what he said, but I like the fact that we formed that daily swing. We already have the weekly swing forming, right? ES forming current high of week during Tuesday's daily candle, and Q forming that swing yesterday. So we have that overnight high put in. Some targets that we're looking at. I mean, this you can look at this high time frame chart, right? And you can see this massive rally, and you could basically see so many different gaps, right? So it's incredibly hard to find an internal spot. So that's where I'll use standard deviations to kind of guide me, right? So at the moment, right now, if we look on high time frame, I see a couple of standard deviations that we can use that haven't been met already. And that's going to be um, this weekly open projection. So from the high of the week to the open of the week, we can see that we're actually trading inside of -2, -2.5 currently. Then we have -4 resting down here. So we have that one. We've actually got this one here. So we got 2.5 of this 1 hour breaker resting inside of this new week opening gap, or rather new day opening gap. And we have 2.5 resting right with -4 of the weekly projection. So that's kind of the first spot that I could look. But as Kane said, we have a bunch of bulk right here. And then after that, it would be kind of smooth sailing. So if we got through that, um, it would be extremely tough to pick, which for value gap are we going to play? I mean, you could just pull a fib from the high to the low, or the low to the high. And you can see that we're way down here, which is 1,800 points away. So this is going to be one of those things where we just kind of have to play it by ear. I'm not saying, we're going to get all the way down here to 25 too. Like that doesn't, jive with me a ton. Some places I do like are going to be obviously this devil's mark here and this new day opening gap in line with this standard deviation. We have all of these lows down here, so you could pick, any which one of them, like this low here. Okay. And you have these kind of relative equal lows right here, right? These two, this low here, bang, this low here. So you have those two relative equal lows there, right? We like targeting smooth edges, right? So with that being in mind, excuse me, with that being in mind, I'm not looking to short right here. Obviously, I would need to see some sort of retracement, and I think that's what 930 can likely provide for us. And also, I'm not exactly looking to long here either, obviously, because this is just straight down. And in order for me to get long, I need to see an actual swing point, institutional swing point get put in the form of a breaker block, right? So I need that breaker block liquidity SMT combination in order for me to actually get long. Because at the moment, basic market structure, right, suggests if you go and you just form a new high like this off of this low, that's simple internal to external, right? That's no bullish market structure because we have not had a single new higher high form, right? That's the kind of the simple aspect of it. However, if we retrace, expand, and then we get an expansion up with proper criteria, getting a market structure shift, that's a different story, right? So I'm going to be waiting for that, kind of hands off right now, same as Kane. I want to go through my short from last night. I took 2 trades during the Asia session. I was anticipating that we were going to get some sort of movement. Not this type of movement, though. So don't get too excited. This wasn't a banger trade by any means. Initial short was a loss, and I'll show you what it was. So let me go to my replay, and we'll just kind of play it out here. All right, so right off the bat, right, we had SMT with the daily high, previous daily high with ES. Tons of SMT, right? We had the YM and ES, both SMTs. So I just needed to wait for a breaker block or the potential for a high time frame breaker block to form, which we got right here. So what I was looking for was I was looking on the low time frame for a setup on the 1 minute. And then I see that we already had this 50-minute breaker prepped. So I was going to anticipate that if I can get in on the 1 minute and then get this 15-minute confirmation, everything would be peachy and I could grab a 1 minute trade with tight stops and play a 15-minute breaker for a bigger RR play. Okay. So what ended up happening is I played this 1 minute breaker short. Right there, right there. And then this would be the confirmation of said breaker. Then I was just going to kind of play it down into whatever the projections would be, right? This turned out to be the loss. That's just the game you play when you're trying to trade a 1 minute breaker reversal, right? So I was like, okay, I'm going to wait. I still like the setup. I'm just going to wait for a little bit more confirmation, okay? So what ended up happening, ooh, too far. We then get our 50-minute breaker confirmation right here, which I liked a lot more. So use that. As soon as we got back up into that breaker, I used these standard deviations. Saw the -2 resting down here. And pretty easy, clean setup. I did not anticipate that we were going to have a massive dump like that, because if you tried to look for home runs anytime in the past few weeks, you would have been left with something else to desire, right? So I'm just going to take my base hits on any type of short, and then I wake up in the morning and I see that we're all the way down here. So it's a little bit of a kick in the pills, but right, we have to kind of base our actions and our trades off of current market price or current kind of market action and price action, right? We were not getting many, crazy short opportunities with massive expansions lower, right? Everything was just getting bought up, right? Thursday, Tuesday, there's good short opportunities in there, but they were short lived, right? And just bought right back up. So that's kind of, I guess, the recency bias kind of, I wouldn't say clouded my judgment, but definitely influenced my trade from last night. But still, good trade, followed the plan. Going into today with about 1 hour profit, so got a little bit of room to kind of play with if we can get an opportunity. But that is the short from last night. And welcome back, Sir Kane.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah, you're right. I mean, ultimately, if you would have played for that sort of trade, you would have not got rewarded for it because, well, you would have, but um, the last couple of weeks you wouldn't have got rewarded for it. So,
Exactly.
anyone that caught it, they probably were eating shit for the last couple of weeks, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Something like that.
the potential, I look at it over not just this one trade. I look at it, okay, if I was doing this for the past 2, 3 weeks, what would my P&L be? It would probably be dog shit, right? Or I'd be frustrated and I'd be more in more of a tendency to go until like the longer term return on investment for this type of play, you wouldn't have, like you said, been rewarded. So
Yeah.
recency bias did in today's example, obviously not quote unquote reward me, but that's not why I'm trading, right? I'm not trading to be rewarded. I'm just trading to practice and execute an edge over the long term and be paid for that. So could be
Amen
cool.
to that. Amen to that. I'm actually just trying to long here at 83. 83 and a 0.75. ES has kind of already tapped into the area. And NQ just got like a nice little spike. I say spike, but a couple of points instantly. Um, if they pull it out of here, I'll cancel this. Ultimately, I really like the trade because 15-minute hourly and the 4 hour, it's just like a rebalance trade for me. I don't necessarily think that they're gonna bring it all the way up. But something like that. The same trade on ES is here, which just got tagged into. And it's just something I pay attention to. And ultimately, what I'd probably look at is getting out of the trade in for ES's target as well. So something like this. I got weekly target at 27,800, so around here is looking to hold. Okay. Yeah, it's just gonna be one of those trades that doesn't hit me in. Um, so yeah, it is what it is. We'll see. We'll see. We have news today, don't we?
A good question. I should have looked at that already.
We do. I remember it being Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Oh, the Bank of Japan. It was the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of nothing. Actually, which is probably it came out at 4:04. What time did we start selling off?
Really started getting selling
About
pressure
five.
around 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, just consumer confidence at 10. Orange folder.
Mm.
That's about it.
Gold's about to open. Okay, I got tagged into this long. Doesn't look too hot right now. But typically the trades that don't look hot end up playing. The gold opened here in 40 seconds ish. Yeah, 40 seconds. Um, doesn't normally help indices move, but um, we will see. This is very knife catchy, it's very small size. But the setup's there for me. We don't have that 15-minute high on either asset, and it's already set the low. So if they want to just sell it and kill it off, they'll probably do it all day. That's kind of my thought process. Um, but yeah, with that 15-minute high, basically right there. So if they kill it without that 15-minute high, that looks pretty bearish. Morning. I also got the 15-minute bearish breaker last night, but closed at 9:30 low before going to bed.
That's a solid play. If you close it, yeah, if you close it at PDL, that's massive. That's definitely massive.
Okay, I'm going break even on this. I definitely do not want to get wigged out for any reason due to whatever that was. Um, kind of saved me, whatever that was. I would let go of it after that 15-minute high. If they don't, they don't. If they kill it here, they kill it here. There you go. Instantly. It took me out. I can't even believe it took me out, but it did.
What?
Yeah.
It was how many points away? I mean, spread's probably just crazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it
That was like
literally
20, that was
took
like
me.
15, 20 points away
It's
when
okay
it
though.
ticked you.
I prefer it to stop me out after that. The ultimately the trade did everything I wanted it to do. So if they kill it off here now, it makes more sense for it to trade lower. I personally wouldn't like it. You know, the UAE decides
Yeah.
to exit OPEC. That's probably due to the what is OPEC again? This is the oil thing, right? Yeah,
Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries.
yeah. What's CL doing? I bet CL's fucking dead. Yeah. Oh, CL's back at $100. Can you believe that? Oh, okay. So this driver is oil. The overnight move is a big oil driver. Okay, what did we learn here? When we get up $1,000 on a trade instantly, we should probably just take the money and run. Okay, well we got a new low, so I can frame the same trade now, but with a new low. Um, it took out the 15-minute high. I don't love it, chat. Don't love it. I do not love it. Break even to keep us honest. Asia from the 24th was left open. Yeah. In fact, I actually think a short play off this would probably be nice. Find a way to short the low. That's crazy though. I wonder why they've left. Anyway, chat, how is everyone? How is everybody?
Couple people doing good. Sam tilted again. What's going on, dude? Talk me through it. What happened? Was it just the L's that brought you on tilt? Um, I mean, first and foremost, close your charts and just chillax for a sec. But bad after three payouts, blow my accounts.
Okay, that doesn't
That
sound great, but it also isn't bad. You got three payouts.
yeah, that's. I mean, you made money on that account, unless I mean, if you took, you know, decent payouts. It depends on what your payout was. But if you're taking three, that's the bright side. Folks lost the habit of downswings. Yeah, tilt is a it's a foul creature. Excuse me.
No clue whether it's going to take a while or tow it back up. Yeah, I mean, look, what's the likelihood that they kill it off the day before big earnings in FOMC, and then right at the close tomorrow they just fucking send this whole thing back to the high, and everyone is left with their wiener in their hand.
Sounds very fucking familiar for an FOMC earnings day.
Do you remember when it was Nvidia FOMC earnings day, and during the day they killed it all day? We were down 900 points on the day.
Yeah.
Nvidia earnings came in, bang, new high. Couldn't believe it. It was unheard
Yeah.
of. Ridiculous.
It seems like every FOMC there's like a big earnings lately. Like the past year, it's been that way. I don't know
Well,
if they
earnings.
changed it.
Well, they typically just every so often just align with the earnings seasons, like based on the calendar year. So, I mean,
Hmm.
earnings obviously every quarter, FMC's every quarter. So, like
Yeah,
at some point they align.
they will match. Yeah, it's a crazy day.
Yeah.
FOMC just hasn't been doing much lately. Like there's been so many other things that the market cared about. But I feel like we can get, you know, I feel like now it's different. I feel like stuff with the Iran war has kind of quieted down a little bit. We can kind of focus on maybe getting a move that's actually based off of fundamental. What earnings is coming out and is it on the same day as FOMC? Yeah, so we have earnings all week this week. Tomorrow is the big one after FOMC. We have what is it? Meta, Google, Alphabet, Microsoft.
Um, Google, Meta. Fuck, I don't know. Wait, let me
Yeah,
check. Nas,
I got it pulled up. Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, Alphabet
Amazon.
are the big ones. Tomorrow after close. Thursday is Apple. Today is Robinhood.
What?
Yeah.
Robinhood.
Yeah. After close, Robinhood.
Damn. Didn't know they were today.
So that'll be a bigger one, I guess.
Well, you got Visa today as well, and
Oh
Coca-Cola.
yes. Yeah, Coca-Cola was this morning before open, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then you've
F
got Visa at the close.
Visa to close, yeah.
Booking.com. Yeah.
Booking dot, yeah.
Is Lucid down? Um, Let me check. I'm getting a Cloudflare, so it looks like it's offline.
Yeah, I do like that kind of devil's mark new day opening gap at 26,992. That's kind of the only spot that I'm looking at currently for short term.
Yeah, Lucid down, yeah. More reason to trade personal account? This should be messing with people. What shit? What shit's messing with people?
maybe with it being down, messing with people.
But they can't control that. They're not taking it offline.
Yeah.
They're not taking it offline to fuck with you. They're taking it offline because it's probably getting absolute stress tested. You have to. The platform's not down. Just the Lucid, to buy accounts is offline. Is down. You know, like I'm gonna put two and two together. Who got paid today? Like most people get paid like 28th to 31st. Who got paid today? Quite a lot of people. So I imagine everyone's got their paycheck and they're like rushing to buy evals from the hottest prop firm right now.
Stop looking at my chart, Bray. Sorry, brother. Had to. Bray, would you reuse an older 15-minute breaker or wait for a bullish one first? I'm new to using the 50-minute breakers. I used to focus on 1 and 3 minute only. Uh, Reuse an older 15-minute breaker. So it all depends. It depends on so many different factors. Number one is, did that breaker meet its projections by way of standard deviations, right? So I don't really have an old example. There's not many old breakers. Plus, do you have SMT at that breaker as well, right? So if you're talking like multiple days old, then you're basically just going to treat it as a higher time frame POI, and you're going to look for confirmation out of there. Um, but when it comes to like a fresh breaker like this, then like yeah, that's I would consider this like if you go to the low time frame, right? Like it'll look old to some up here, but it's on the 15-minute, it's pretty fresh. So trading reusing a breaker, I'm assuming when you mean by reusing is that it's already been used to trade off of and it's now tracing back into it. That depends if you want to reuse it, that depends on a multitude of factors, such as what is that breaker provided price already? Did it already meet projections and we've already went down to create a new setup and we have a new breaker? If so, that's conflicting info, right? So if you have an example for me, I could tell you, but I can't tell you off the top of my head because there are instances in which I will and instances in which I won't. It depends on, like I said, a ton of different things. So break quickly. What is a breaker? A breaker is essentially, I'll draw it for you. So there's a bullish breaker and a bearish breaker, right? So if you look at just simple market structure, this is lower high, lower low. Formation of a breaker block is a closure above that higher or lower high, right? And then what gives it higher confirmation, higher probability is going to be what confluences are in and around this area here, right? So we like to see, for me, I like to see when a breaker gets formed, I like to see liquidity be swept, SMT, oops, and then your breaker block, right? But I'll show you on the chart because my drawings are kind of crude. So last night, if you look at this high here, you could see, just draw a line, right? You could see, okay, we have a high, low, higher high, lower low, closure below and low, right? So if you get rid of the candle, you'll see that that's exactly what we have here, right? And then you'll see if you can also just count your swing points too. So you have your high, low, higher high, closure below there is your confirmation of your breaker. Your breaker is your series of or single down close candles right there. And then we obviously had, if you were here for my breakdown, we had previous daily high SMT. We were meeting projections from breakers from the previous day. Other example of a breaker, right? We trade down here, large series of down close candles. We form a low, we form a high, we form a lower low, sweeping out that previous candle's low. And then we get a higher high, confirming the breaker, trade back into said breaker, go long, use these standard deviations for targets. -2 is resting right at these highs, -4 is all the way up here. There's another breaker there. So That is a breaker. Very, very simple. Always get confused between breaker block and order block. That's fair. A breaker block is essentially a failed order block. Think of it that way. They coincide with one another. If you have an OB, you have a breaker. If you have a breaker, you have an OB. Well, rather, if you have an OB, you have the potential for a breaker if you kind of invalidate that order block, if that makes sense. Do you define dealing range by projecting most discount premium array where SMR would be the buy side, sell side liquidity to target? I have to read that again. I read it too fast. I didn't know what you meant. Do you define dealing range by projecting most discount premium array where SMR would be the buy side, sell side liquidity to target must be within specific projections. So for me, my dealing range is essentially swing point to swing point, right? High to like lows to highs or highs to lows, right? So if you look at the 1 hour, like your current dealing range on the 1 hour is gonna be from here to here, right? Because we haven't had a single run back to premium, right? Once you have a run back to premium, I know Kane does this the same way. Once you have a run back to premium, then your dealing range changes because then you can consider it efficiently delivered, right? And then let's say that this retracement here at midnight brought you back to premium, premium being 50%, then you would anchor it to this high because this leg would be efficiently delivered, right? So I just use it from highs to lows and lows to highs. I don't use any other, PD array. It's the level at which we have a structure shift, correct? Yes, correct. Yeah, the overnight was stupid clean. I woke up this morning and I saw how far that we had dumped. It wasn't shocking because we've been going up so much. We've had very little retracement. Obviously, all good things come to an end, but a little disheartening given that I was short from overnight and I just was a good boy and just took what I could get. And I see that I could have had a multiple R bagger, but that's that's a different type of that's a different type of trader. That's not the trader mindset that I want to have or emulate. So not clean, slow bleed. Are we looking at the same fucking chart, pal?
Yeah, it was kind of quick, to be honest.
Yeah. It's more of like a fast exsanguinating bleed, if that's what you're talking about.
That's so massive, though.
Yeah, main artery bleed. Yeah. Right at 5 is when NQ got its carotid just nicked a little bit. Feels strange watching Kane go long.
Yeah, same, same. Feels weird. Oh no, way early. Okay, if this 5 minute closes through here, I'll buy the 5 minute 27071.25.
We form this hourly swing here. This could set up 930 retracement for a good short. Give us our nice internal run. NQ is coming into a 2.5 in this area near the Devil's Mark. Yep, it is. We could see retracements out of this area for sure. I feel like my entries are JP Morgan signals to do the opposite. I feel like that sometimes too. Just feel like the whole world's against you sometimes. Call that my Jim Cramer moment. So this is the 5 minute Fijian question that Kane was mentioning. If we can close above this on the 5 minute in 25 seconds without getting away on us, then that'll be, oh, that was a nice 3 minute tap. No IFG there, but
Okay. I mean, I'll buy this 5 minute. I don't think they're going to give it to us, but I'll buy it.
projections of that 5 minute breaker take you all the way back up to 27.3, which is, if I'm not mistaken, that's basically premium. Yeah, just above 50%.
Won't come down. Won't come down. Yeah, I mean, it's not my job to decide what it's going to do, right? I know that that's horrible, but we just have to suck it up some days.
I think it can.
Yeah, me too. Trust me, the amount of times I've got stopped out on these like kind of trades, it's crazy.
Yeah, I think it can. I think it can. Sweep this low, fail that breaker, and then expand from there.
Did I trade London? New York, London. I actually took one break even trade in London, and then I took a break even trade at 8:15, 8:19. We'll see. We'll see what they do. We see what they do. The 1 minute would tell me to buy here. Yeah, yeah. I'm just greedy, I guess. I genuinely don't think they would tag us into this. If they do, it's probably not the best. However, they could just rebalance this 50% of this move up and then go again. So I don't know. I don't know. All I know is I want to buy that 5 minute. And if they give it to me, great. And if they stop me out, fine. If they don't give it to me, sucks to suck. Sucks to suck.
Thought I could conjure up some juju to get it to sweep. Does Bray have Instagram? Yes, I do. Not trading. It's just a personal Instagram. So if you request to follow me, I probably will not. I'd accept.
Bro, someone started messaging my mom on TikTok the other day, pretending to obviously me, pretending to be me. She calls me up. She's like, "Why are you asking me about trading?" I'm like, "What are you on about?" She's like, "You're asking me about trading on TikTok." I'm like, "That's not me." She's like, "Well, someone's hacked your account then." I'm like, "No, it's definitely not me. It's not my
Yeah.
account. It's not me. No one's messaging you. Ignore them."
Yeah, that's the problem. Like,
Yeah, but like no one knows it's my mom, because her name is not on it. They just went messaging one of my followers. I was just like, for fuck's sake.
yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny, honestly.
I don't know. I've been thinking about starting like an Instagram just for like my trading content. I see a lot of people do it, and it seems like, you know, but like I don't know. It would just be for like to gain a bigger following. I don't know. I don't go on Instagram much. I basically just post my Strava, my Strava links on my story, and that's it. Maybe what I'm eating that day. That's it.
These fuckers, they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna give it to us.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, if you're watching on X or on my personal YouTube channel, um, head over to the Lab Live on YouTube. We don't read comments on either of those. Comments on my personal stream are actually turned off. Um, so yeah, and on Twitter we do not we do not what's it called? We don't see comments there. So if you want to interact with the stream, head over to the Lab Live on YouTube. If you want, you can just go to the Lab Live in my bio on Twitter, and click the YouTube link from there.
We got 88 people watching on X. Everyone should just come hang out in one place. It's more fun.
Exactly. You don't like the SLS AMG? No, I do. I do like it, yeah. Would I prefer it over something else? No, I would not.
I cannot understand why there are so few likes. Well, people are stingy. Land people are stingy. 30 likes, 176 people watching. Those are rookie numbers, people. Takes a second. Like the stream. Like the stream, subscribe. We really appreciate it.
Okay, I have a question. Why would I cancel this trade? I'm about to remove it, but I wanna know. I want people to tell me why I'm gonna cancel the limit. Because you swing the new 15-minute candle. We swept the previous 15-minute high. I'd be break even, yeah. So I don't want to be in it anymore. Exactly, exactly, exactly. Exactly.
Nice hourly swing forming.
That is the 5 minute gap. Ahmad. Oh, Ahmed, sorry. Sad times. I still have a couple of legacy 300Ks of Apex. Should I blow them or keep them alive? Um, I can't answer that question. Sad times. I think this is going to play. This trade is going to play. They didn't come back for us. We should have took it on the 3 minute. Would you blow them? Why would you blow them? Yeah, true. Lucid is down. Yeah, Lucid is currently down. How often do I trade live here? Every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Um, at the moment, I have commitments on Mondays and Fridays, which I'm trying to get rid of. And then I can be here more. But the truth is I'm probably would be here during London session more because I want the guys to. Uh, I want the guys to be live during New York.
What time do we stream London? It is 2:45 to 4:45 Eastern.
Fuck them. Fuck those guys. That's the real question.
Just came from Kane's YouTube video. Looked like it was on a potato. This is much better.
Yeah, the quality on my YouTube right now is trash. I just highlighted that to the team actually. I don't know why. Apologies if you're watching there. Definitely come over to the Lab Live YouTube. It should be in the description. Just click that. Hang out here. The comments are on. We can respond to questions there, etc., etc.
It's crazy. 143 on X watching.
Yeah, I just retweeted it to be fair.
Yeah, yeah, good
But
man.
definitely, if you're watching on X or my YouTube, come over to the Lab Live on YouTube and interact with us there because we can respond to your messages then.
Having a little bit of trouble at this high here to confirm that 5 minute breaker. We've got that taken to a 30-minute for value. Yeah, wallet is quite discount. can get more off the bone than that, but we confirm this 5 minute. That gives us some decent projections, actually, quite up, quite up higher, up into premium of the overnight move.
Sometimes it's easier on X. Yeah, yeah, I get it. I understand. We stream on X for a reason, for convenience, you know. Do we want people to be able to see it on there?
That's one thing that bothers me about YouTube for sure is like you when you're watching a YouTube video or stream, like you have to stay on it. If you close, it just like doesn't like carry it over.
YouTube Red, my friend. Or YouTube Premium, whatever they call it now.
Oh,
They gate
yeah.
that behind that.
Yeah. Nickel and diamond. Everything's got a subscription nowadays, it seems. Good afternoon, CFJ0. If we close below the inversion daily for value gap, that confirms the shift to be bearish to reach 26,551, right? As we're in the 50% rejection from the range meanwhile. Nah, I wouldn't say so. Because they could just use that order block on the daily too. Obviously, if we inverted, that does give us a bearish signal, but I wouldn't say it gives us a confirmation that we're going to target 26.5. Not necessarily. That's just not how I use IFG. So personally, that's just my take. I would just go off daily closures alone. So this would be this currently on NQ is a C3 expansion. And if we close bearish, then yeah, you just anticipate the next day to be bearish again and sweep the previous candle's low. But we could just trade inside of this daily order block and form a swing low to swing high and get a daily breaker. There's the 5 minute breaker created. So those projections, -2 standard deviations of that 5 minute breaker takes you all the way up to 27,299 and a quarter, which is in premium. Premium is 27,274. Then let's wait for the reaction towards the breaker block on the 1 hour chart.
Do I always trade on the
And
lower
then
time
we're
frame?
done.
Yeah, I do, to be honest with you. I'm more or less exclusively I'm on the 1 minute. Sometimes when the market's like really fucking crazy, I'll sometimes jump up to the 3, but then I'm downsized quite a lot. Freedom dropped today. That's true. That's true. That's true. Who actually is excited to use Leo the Tiger's Freedom? There you go. Hit that logical liquidity target on ES. We're about to get there on NQ. We got there on NQ as well. Me. Me. Anyone else? Me too. Um, maybe I can leak it early. Let me check. Let me ask Leo.
In NQ longs, good luck, brother. Where's your entry from? Graham, can we fix my screen? Because if I have my candles in the center, it cuts them off. I need the right side of the chart to be more visible. So if we can zoom out a little bit or drag it over, because there's a lot of blank space. 3 minute CST after C2 put in the low.
Okay, quickly, right? Those that
Right, thank you, Graham.
want to use the DOM, I'm gonna ask you very, very politely to keep this to yourself and let Leo post it on socials. Um, you'll understand why I'm about to say this. That if I personally catch any of you sharing it, I will be able to tell who it is. Um, and it will piss me off. So now I'll just remove your access to it because I have right to do that. Um, but you can access it here. And let me know if there's an issue.
And what is this? This is Leo's free DOM.
Yeah, Leo has a depth of market that he's been gonna be releasing. I say, look, I actually want to give a big shout out to Mandude. Mandude actually built it. Mandude, I don't know if you're here, but Mandude's been a long time supporter of me. And him and Leo got on, and yeah, basically Leo and Mandude basically cooked it up, and then to get access to it, you need a PFC account. So that's the only way. Hence why the reason I posted it early. So yeah, if you want to get access to it, get access to it. Um, it's free.
I know
Mhm.
nothing about the DOM. But I'm down to learn. Do you think it's something that I could find beneficial for my trading personally? Just because you kind of have a rough idea, you know how I do.
I think it'd be a big learning curve.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's my
that doesn't
honest.
that doesn't scare me away. But yeah, if I like things that flow nicely with my trading. So like if it would like just take me away from stuff, then I don't know.
Mr. Leo,
Morning. How we doing?
good yourself.
Good
Doing good,
morning.
doing good. Little fun little birthday celebration in the morning. Now we're here on some markets.
It's your birthday.
No, not mine, not mine. It's
I was gonna
my
say
yeah, close family
that one.
friends. Gosh, basically my second parents.
Nice.
Sean, you can't click claim access. Are you sure you can't do that?
Get the chat open here. Yeah, not my birthday chat. Want to make that clear. Not my birthday. But good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday.
Tuesday, in it? Tuesday.
Tuesday, isn't it?
This landing page is fucking clean.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got weird resolution monitor, it probably isn't, and you need to be zoomed all the way out. If you zoom in, it will break it.
This makes me want to learn depth of market. That's how good you guys did. You guys cooked.
Customize now does nothing though. We didn't fix that. Anyway, um, let me know. For those that do download it and install it, let me know if you have any issues. I would appreciate if one of you, I'm happy to give a, you know,
Just logging into the brokers here chat, and then I'm good to go. Get on this some
just
analysis here. Currently pulling into an hourly fair value gap is the first one that I'm watching. See if we see a continuation of price today. Pulling this hourly fair value gap, form some type of an SMT within this hourly gap. See a continuation lower potentially into the Thursday, April 23rd low could be pretty solid. It's a decent draw here. We had quite a big reaction to market there as well. So as of right now, I definitely do lie more on the bearish side. Hourly profile looks very bearish. 4 hour, 6 hour as well, all look extremely bearish for me. Looks like we're also getting close, about 3 hours away from inversing the 6 hour fair value too. So we'll do some more analysis in just a sec, just getting all my funded accounts reconnected here, and then I will be good to give you guys a little rundown as to what I'm expecting.
Yeah. Oh, look, and it's like we summoned the Tiger Man himself. This is him. Well, Leo. No, he's just Leo the Tiger. Yeah.
What's up, Leo?
On Twitter, it's just Leo the Tiger, but YouTube. He was Leo the
Ah,
mod Leo. Oh wow. We can mod Leo.
perfect.
I don't think you are mod right now, but we can make you mod. I can't do it right now, but someone else can. Yeah, let Leo, let our Leo. Oh, it's gonna get confusing now. Leo, let Leo is set up his stuff, and then we can get into what he thinks of the markets. Overall, so far for me, I've had two break-even trades. I kind of got out of it on the way back through. I was long at 819, and basically on this OPEX squeeze, got out of the move lower, and then they kind of didn't really give me a chance to get into that 5 minute because they never came back for it. And then yeah, that was it. ES kind of gave it, but there was no area to get involved in there. But yeah, who's downloaded the DOM so far? I'm intrigued. Actually, I can check. I can check and see who's actually gone on there and downloaded it. I just want to make sure that have you downloaded it and imported it into Ninja Trader? Trying to figure out how to add it. Did you read the README file in the download?
Yeah. Almost ready
All
here,
the
chat.
info
Apologies,
file.
everybody. Just trying to get this all set up here so I can be good for some
Actually, there is no
proper
README
trading
for
with
this
you
one.
all.
That's very true, Leo. We need to actually explain to you how to import it because that is not on there right now.
What are the current S&T?
Oh, you have to go to the sorry, I'm wrong. I'm completely wrong. If you click help on on where it says download and you go to the getting started section, it tells you exactly how to um install it.
Alrighty. We are all good here. Perfect. Sweet. Alrighty, chat. We are all good. Alrighty. Honestly, for me, as I kind of mentioned here, definitely looking more for bearish bias for today's market. Daily profile, we saw a daily sweep occur. We saw Monday sweep out, and now Tuesday's expanding lower. We see a bullish manipulation followed by a bearish expansion. As I mentioned, we see a manipulation to one side. We want to see a expansion to the opposing side, which is exactly what we're seeing with NASDAQ at the moment. Why I'm honestly pretty hands off on why I'm here. PA, especially on the daily, looks extremely crummy with why I'm not lots of daily profile. However, ES and NASDAQ do have some very good rundown here. We do have an SMT, a daily SMT at the highs, which has led to this bearish leg lower now for both NQ and ES here, with NASDAQ sweeping out the original Friday high and now ES sweeping out the original, this Monday high with the Tuesday high from today. So daily SMT followed by now it looks like we're getting close to inversing a daily and 6 hour gap here on NQ. So as of right now, definitely looking potentially for a little bit of a retracement leg followed by price pulling lower. For me personally, I'm looking to target more around the higher 26,680 range here, which was the original Thursday low. Seems like a relatively feasible draw on liquidity for myself today. Also, just on the general hourly analysis here, we currently do have an hourly SMT within this gap with YM. YM formed a lower high. NASDAQ is forming a higher high into this hourly gap. So likely going to stick honestly within the 5-minute and 3-minute time frame for today. I'm not going to lie. It looks pretty clean. The hourly and 15 look really good. Also, the hourly and 30 look very, very clean in terms of movement. So looking to stick more around those time frames for today. Give me some potential entry signatures as of right now. But curious to see whether or not we reject off of this hourly gap and continue price lower, potentially back into the 8 o'clock low here. But as of right now, that is what I'm watching for indices. Can't lie, once again, Chad, I know I've been kind of boring on this, have not been touching commodities, but yesterday's short bias that we had pre-New York session with commodities did end up playing out. Ended up actually taking some nice smaller size shorts last night on GC. And now it looks like we are definitely going to see a continued move lower here on GC. I mean, gold looks extremely bearish as of right now. So looking for price to make its way down into the high 4300s, potentially even lower to the mid 4250s. If we can get back into the Sunday, March 22nd low, that would be quite impressive. It's about a 480 point drop from that. But looking for potentially this to, or 470 point drop, looking for that to happen probably within the next few weeks or so, or potentially the next week or two. Depends on how aggressive GC decides to move on this bearish leg. But as of right now, chat, that is what I am watching for today. Want to see continued bearish moves lower, both on the commodity and indices side. We might see a bit of a deeper retracement after the previous 4-hour candle that printed extremely bearish signature. So retrace into the EQ, respect the EQ, and continue lower. So that is the rough analysis for me today, chat. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for today.
Yeah, sorry, I think my internet died briefly. Yeah, I agree. The bits of it that I caught, I agree with you. Like going higher for lower, like dig into this hourly gap maybe, and then pull lower. It's a nice area to reject, kind of leaving all of that. When I look at this volume above, I say volume, but if I simply just put my cursor where we currently are, we have quite a clear bit of trading above, which was yesterday and Friday and yesterday, and now we're trading below it. If they can get back through it, we probably see new highs, and if not, we probably reject lower.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Sup, Kevin? Sup, Load? Fuzzy Fuller? Howdy, howdy. Hope we're doing well.
Kevin, I see you. Don't worry, sir.
Damn it. Fuck. Damn it. I didn't get a cool nickname, bro. Tiramisu Lover and Firefighter Bray's fucking lit. You got Tiramisu, you got fucking Leo Yapper. Get this guy. Yeah, get a load of this guy, man. Get him off the segment. Jeez Louise. Yeah, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Beepers nuts, man. Yeah, we got about 17 minutes here until the open, guys. No trades for me right now. Just want to see how we react to this hourly fair value here. Wouldn't be surprised, as kind of Kane mentioned, if we see New York AM session sort of pull more into the encroachment, that 50% of the fair value before pulling price lower. Seems pretty feasible to me, chat. Chat. Very feasible to me, chat. Oy, 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 oy.
Okay,
Easy.
guys. Sorry to interrupt. Sorry. Okay, to import the DOM, you have to go to the tools menu, click import, Ninja script, you have to then click the zip file. Correct. You click the zip file. NinjaTrader compiles the add-on. It will give you like a compiling thing. You basically just ignore it. And then you have to restart NinjaTrader. And then after the restart, you click new, and then the freedom will appear in the control center menu.
Like I quite like can't lie, I quite like the shorts. The hour seem to the 8 o'clock high and the 9 o'clock high.
Okay, you're getting an error saying nothing in the folder. Is there actually anything in the folder when you download it? You have to be on NinjaTrader 8. If you're not on NinjaTrader 8, it won't work. No XML file.
That's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm trying to see if we can confirm this 3-minute SMT at the closure below the 854 low. I might tag in a light size. We are close to the New York AM session with them. But I do not want to see, man. I might. That's diabolical, by the way. What is it's that hot? That's gonna be tough. Use those aid stations and just dump water on me. You just call out the people at the aid stations and just ask them to throw the water on me. That's what I do during the triathlons. I actually do, and they love it, dude. They like wait all day to like have somebody tell them like pour water on you. They love it. When I did a 70.3 St. George, same thing. It was I think it was 30, 34, 35. It was 98-degree Fahrenheit. Um, and I was just like every station dumping ice in my suit, asking them to like just toss whatever they could on me. And they loved it. There was like some little kid volunteers that were like had little water guns with ice cubes in them. And they were just shooting ice cold water at you. It's great. What's up?
I can hear you
You
fine,
good?
yeah.
I haven't gotten my I was waiting for Cliff. Not a bad call. I'm looking for shorts below the 854 low here. Yeah, cool. Alrighty. I didn't light on this. Well, it's close to the AM session here, so if I'm in profit, I'll probably just move my stop to break even here soon. Yeah, Shay, that's exactly what just happened. Currently I'm on the 3-minute time frame, guys. 3-minute time frame on NQ, then YM is my right chart here. Now I have ES open on my right chart. Don't like this 3-minute reaction. This is a funded trade for me, chat, so I'm just trading micros on this.
It's missing something.
Dude, before markets recently, I've been playing classical music or like Italian country music. Oh my God, it gets my brain in the best spot ever before trading. Enter flow state. Honestly, I'm not good. I might cut this earlier than I thought. Looks like New York M session's likely gonna just pop deeper into this fair value before we see price move lower. ES is also rejecting off of a 3-minute fair value here, so I might actually just chop this off early for. I don't really chop trades early, chat, but I'm just feeling like it's gonna likely head higher here. All right. Yeah. All right. I just chopped it early for me. I think I wanted to wait for a deeper fair value. Small little, all good there, chat. A whopping $86 loss on that one. Boom, ba-dum, ba-dum, boom, ba-da-dum.
It only it's so weird, right? Because when I download the DOM, I get an XML file. Let me look.
Not saying it's not bad because there was a nice S&T there, but like I think no. Feels like New York's gonna want to pop up a little higher here in that fair value. Just for me at least. I'm not gonna shake you out of your trade. Just for me, it's like it's not within my criteria. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Yeah, fair. That was the first time for me in a minute. Yep. Fair enough. Nice. You also do have a small 3-minute fair value. If that holds, that'll continue lower well. Let me check.
Alex, can you hear Bray? Can you hear Bray?
Hello, 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 hello.
He can hear you.
Can now? Okay. Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of shouting, to be honest.
No, I know you weren't lying. It's just twice. Like it was two kind of. You weren't able to hear me back then, and then like 10 minutes later, now you can't hear me still. So I was wondering if no one could hear me for those 10 minutes, or if it's just cutting in and out. That's what I was wondering. It looks like it just wants to get back up into more of a premium, dig into these gaps a little more. It's just low. That's strange. It shouldn't be. Maybe I can turn myself up a little.
Yeah, I just cut that early for me just because it seems like pretty close to the New York session for me. I'm likely looking for this hourly signature.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing too,
Mm-hmm.
just for me, chat personally, the one thing that I'm looking at here is we formed a C2 on the 5 minute with this hourly. And if we just look at this, what did we form as well? We had a nice gap that formed during the C2 window that price is now pulled into. So this 5 minute closure in 47 seconds, if we close above 27,152, actually technically does validate a C3 continuation sequence for me, since that's a C3 retracing into a C2 imbalance. So if this doesn't fail to close, we'll likely see price pull higher and likely see a bit of a New York pop. And so it is, I don't know, but we're too close to New York for me where I wouldn't take this. We're 6 minutes away from the open, but just to showcase to you guys that typically when I trade, C2 played out here. Now it's just a C3. Now I'm watching to see whether or not we get a C3 validation higher. And the same goes with ES here as well, except we don't have an active SMT at those lows or at the C3 lows.
There it is. 925 should pop and take my stop, to be honest.
All right, that was a C3 closure here. I'm going to map this out for fun. I'm not taking this chat, but entry at the SIST, stop at the protected low here, target a 1.5. It's honestly, I mean, it's the slightest bit tempting. I want to take this in case New York pops into this fair value, since it lines up well with kind of where my criteria is. I personally will not be grabbing this myself, but just I'm going to map this trade out so you guys can kind of get a gist of how I like to trade C3. And this would be indeed how I would want to trade it. There's also the chance that price just retapped into the base of this fair value and completely invalidates and continues lower. But that's what we're looking for. Danster, what's up? Good seeing you. Good morning. Also, yeah, good morning, everybody. Once again, happy Tuesday. Welcome back. Lovely seeing all the usuals hopping in chat. And also for those of you that are new, welcome to the Lab Live. Lovely having you guys here as per usual. Streaming every single session. I mean, we're here, London session, New York AM, New York PM, every single day. So if you guys do enjoy the streams, make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, and tuning in. So, just saying, you guys
And
haven't
for
already.
those of you watching on X or watching on Kane's YouTube, come join us on the Lab Live YouTube. You can interact with us. We have comments turned on over here where you can interact with us, ask us questions, and chat with us. There's 450 of yous over on X. So if you guys want to pop in here and say hello,
Yep.
more
Watching
than
on TV,
welcome.
Alex. I just saw your tweet. Looks so nice on TV. Looks so good.
I gotta
Still
check that
tilted.
out.
Azam. All good, man. What was the reason? Are we scalping high price action candles? What's the verdict here? Clearly seeing something's happening. Also that's 3 minutes until New York AM session open, by the way. So all aboard. This is a Polar Express NASDAQ edition chat. Watch us on the biggest TV possible. Amen.
It does look clean.
Bigger the screen, bigger the vision. Bigger the vision, bigger the trade. Bigger the trade. Rich of the folk.
Richard the monkey.
Rich of the monkey. Oh boy, here we go again.
Here we go. Start it up.
Ah,
Boom.
Sam, you should have been break even on all of those trades. I'm not gonna lie. Nick, how are you?
What's up, Nick? Yeah, it also could invalidate the C3 here just because we're so close to the open. It'll just shing. We will see, chat.
Um,
2 minutes until the open. Yes, regaining some strength here. What's YM doing? YM's probably gonna be like, YM's prepping to just pop at the open here. Look at this, just tagged into the encroachment of a huge 5 minute fair value gap. This looks like YM's like loading up something. Also, yeah, tapped into the EQ of or the encroachment of a fair value gap. Also tapped into the C2 equilibrium. If YM doesn't pop, I'd be surprised. But that looks primed for a little ching. C3PO, you name it. Digestive cookies and bad decisions. Fair enough. Fair enough. Right here, just a little over a minute here until the open.
Hanging on by a thread over here. Monkey scared. It'll be what it'll be. If this is an
Yeah,
L, then it
his
basically
5
takes
minute
me
looks pretty
to
mean here. I can't
slight
lie.
profit on the day.
5 minute looks mean. We will
Ray
see.
stash is
Chat.
unmatched. Thank you, brother. I needed that today.
Oh,
Oh,
nice pop
there we
here.
go.
It's gonna be the pop. We'll
Oh, that's
see.
before 9:30. That's strange. Strange
That
little
is, I
pop.
know, right?
That's a stop out on me, guys. What's is now is 9:30 just gonna
I think 930 is still gonna just pop higher
yeah
here.
expand yeah there's no
Literally,
SMT that's swinging
and
there.
look at like YM as well here. It looks primed to
Yeah,
just pop, dude.
Am I
The
gonna
balloon
sell
getting
here?
ready, Chad. We got about 15 seconds here. Good luck to everybody once again. This is the C3 map out once again. So we'll see whether or not this actually gets validated. This isn't a trade I'd take once again, because if it does aggressively pull to the bullish direction, it's kind of like a gambling trade, which is not
Mhm.
within my criteria.
I would like to sell a Nick, but I'm not sure right now.
And let's see if it gets taken out.
Nick's gonna sell the low if this opening range. He's probably already in, to be honest.
I'm curious to see whether or not this protected low holds at the open. And nope. All right, see, that's a tag out. Glad we didn't enter that trade. Bang, bang.
Nasdaq can lick my nuts for that.
Oh, let's see there. What's YM doing? YM is
Fuck,
pop
that's funny.
offset. YM popped into the 7 o'clock high. It's now pulling low here.
Okay, what do we got
Nasdaq
cooking
can lick
here?
my nuts for that. Oh god.
Nick,
Iran
you
has
need
just
to go to
informed us
bed,
that
bro.
they're a state of collapse. They want us to
At
open
that
our
time.
loans as soon as possible.
Leo, you're a bit quiet, by the way.
Me?
Yeah, I mean, I've
Oh,
got
sorry.
Bray's loud. You're just a bit quiet for
All
me.
right, let me. Okay, yeah, my input. I didn't realize. I think I moved my input with my hand. That should be better now. I increased the gain quite a bit. It should be golden, right by the mouth as well.
Nick, how are the Rugrats?
Bye, Nasdaq. Have a great time.
Psycho. Wouldn't have it any other way, my friend. They're not mine, but for you, I wouldn't have it any other way.
There we go, Leo. Gains to the low, psycho. Only way to live. Only way to live. Yeah, no trades for me here, chat. I think you guys know how I trade at this point. Nothing so far. Looks like it's probably going to tag into the 830 low based on this momentum here. One looks pretty good too. Wouldn't be surprised if we see the 830 low before framing. Barely tagged into that hourly imbalance, so I was really expecting it to have a deeper retrace into that. So maybe it will, but who knows? Also, yeah, $5, $4 gap, the $5 gap down here on SPY. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see whether or not it formed a C2 SMT with YM here. Let's see if it holds this 1 minute fair value at the open, or 3 minute, is it?
That's
1
crazy.
minute.
YM equal highs with high of day.
Oof.
Totally different asset, dude. Totally different. I like that 830 low though. It swiped me out before moving. I'm not willing to short it again though. Kind of lost my criteria, but need to get this chat popping. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Dude, we like you chatting up in here, man. Keep chatting it up, man. Ask us questions. Tell us about your digestive crackers and
Bro,
a
you know
good
who that
day.
is, right?
I don't. I have
It's
no idea.
cold brew.
It's cold brew, yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Did not know that. Well, what's up, Cold Brew? Sorry, boss. Nothing personal there.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
had no idea. Dude, I'm like not used to seeing the without the Cold Brew name, man.
Yeah. Okay, guys, quickly.
Whoops.
Anyone that downloaded the DOM, can you
Real sorry.
re-download it and try and import it again? I think that there was a uploading and downloading issue that corrupted the script, which is why it was erroring. So can someone just test it? Because I know it works. We just have to figure it out before it officially launches later. So you could do that, that'd be great.
Sorry about that, Cold Brew. All love, brother. Just not seeing the Cold Brew. I was like, oh,
Yeah, but Nick, the Leo the Tiger released the DOM. You can download it if you want. Go download it. I can just send you it, actually. It's probably easier. Actually, you will need to register, because if you don't register, you won't get the license. It's pretty nice.
I don't know what's gonna happen here. It's inverse the one
Trader
the
hates dog wash. I'll let you
Mhm.
know a little secret, right? Um, they're just gonna get rid of it soon, and they're gonna build on it. They're gonna go out with a new one. But you probably already knew that. Yeah.
Very hands off on this.
yeah, myself as well.
Why is the candle yellow and red? Whose candles?
Yours.
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, on the right, on the right. Oh, yeah. Red just means that it took out the high and it should sell down. And if it buys off the low, then the next candle will be, if they take the high and the low, the next candle will be orange until the thing. Same error. That's so fucking odd.
Feels like I've been hands off for like 2 months, I swear to God.
I know it does feel like it, right? I've also just been trading letter size, so I feel like I just like haven't traded, which is funny.
Pull your balls
Sometimes.
out of your purse, Dan. Let's go.
So you're still only getting the DLL. I have no idea why you're only getting that because it's like annoying me actually. Let me re-upload it.
Crazy buyback on that. And YM is now. Yeah, YM still black candle. Ooh, let's see here.
Like we're obviously going higher at this point, pulling back into this massive imbalance.
Yeah. I want to see us go down and take that new day opening gap and meet those projections from the weekly open and weekly breaker. And then maybe prep along, but
Also did just form
deeper
kind of
digs.
sideways here. We formed a C2 on both ends here, bearish and bullish C2. So I'm not too big of a fan.
That 5 minute breaker is doing the Lord's work right now. My audio's cutting? Shit.
It's not cutting for me, so it's a stream thing.
Yeah, it's not.
It's a stream
Not
thing.
done for
Okay.
me
Yeah.
either. You're good. Loud and clear. Over.
10-4.
No, I think it's probably more of
Sounds
a Zoom or a vMix thing, Nick. Thank you though.
Yeah.
Boom,
I could talk slower so it cuts less.
My God, YM here looking like a
You become
zebra.
Southern
Not
as well.
interested. Hands off on YM for me today. Looking at ES and NQ here.
Yeah.
YM looks like some hot
Yeah.
buns in the oven, man. Some
Hot
buns
buns
in
in
the
the
oven.
oven.
Hot, yeah,
Yeah.
buddy. Some hot buns here. Yo, YM is cooked up. The OPEC news. Yeah, dude. YM looks but look at YM. Looks some hot buns here. This point, dude, I'm gonna start scanning some instant mac and cheese at Trader Joe's with this barcode YM's making. Jeez Louise. Yeah, nice pop on ES. Looks like current SMT with ES and YM here, but looks like ES is going to chase down that SMT at the highs there. Hot buns, no butter type shit. Bar for bar, brother. Yeah, Magna was also having some issues logging in with Lucid, but I think they're having a maintenance right now. I think is the I couldn't get in on my Lucids. All right, there goes SMT removal there on ES. Looks like we're probably just gonna bounce higher here. This is a bit of a crazy wick at the open.
I tell you what though, chat. You know what they came down and grabbed? I can't believe it.
Your
I
fucking
actually can't
5 minute
believe they did it.
IFPG.
They actually took it. I can't believe that. We
Oh,
waited
fuck.
for it so long. And you're
Yeah.
like, we're not gonna get it. We're not
Yeah.
gonna get it, and then they gave it to us.
That is so unfortunate.
Ah, too funny. Yeah, Da Vinci, I agree with you. Maybe go a bit into the RTH gap before we see some form of sell side. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Can you imagine we were holding for like a higher time frame target and when I was break even and got tagged out? Oh, the tilt, by the way. I'd be fucking livid right now.
Not what I wanted to see as of right now, chat. Patience is gonna pay. Patience will pay, young Padawan. Wait for trade, trade pay. No wait for trade, trade no pay.
Monkey scared.
Monkey scared.
Monkey, yeah, monkey scared. That's all I know right now. This chart just like picture two monkeys with symbols just going like this. That's that's what's going on in my brain right now seeing this PA. Just banging two symbols together. uh,
T-Las, Nick's going nuts at you.
All right. See, honestly, I mean, I wanted to see a deeper retracement of this hourly gap here. So if we can actually reject off this and continue price lower, I'll be happy. Ideally not looking for an inversion on that, or that's going to completely flip my bias on the day. So as of right now, chat, we're just kind of sitting here and waiting, seeing what will happen. But yeah, SPY's making its way back up into the IB high here. It's still forming a range on the 15. Likely going to head back into yesterday's low to Monday low here. Depending on how we react to this high.
Bouncing off that 930 open quite
Yeah, that OR.
nicely.
It's very nice. Yeah, that's. Nick, did you switch long?
Take us up to 27.3.
Yeah, cold brew from the 2 degree streams. Yep.
So funny that I didn't realize it was cold brew. Le
Element, how
goat,
are you, sir?
le brew.
There we go. Ask and you
There's
shall
a nice pop
receive.
up here. Holy cow. Cheapest, man. Should be going.
That's nutty. Look at that woman a candle.
I know. Looks
It's nice.
insane.
240s, Nick, I think.
Wow. Almost a full trace in that hourly fair value. That is a runner.
That woman account was 2 orders at 100 plus lot each. Oh, big spender.
Big spenders.
And there we have 25% of the gap filled. Oh, that's a fucking big RTH. Oh my gosh. Wait. Hang on. It's from the close to the open. 50% is right at -2 of that 5 minute. Even more confluence to the 27.3 area. Give me more. Give me more.
Looks like. See how this reacts though. Jeez Louise, man. Bit of a
Who was the
pop up
homie in
here.
longs this whole time? I think that was Ghost.
We did want higher for lower, but we're getting higher for higher now. This inversion.
Ghost is at the dealership right now buying his GT3.
Is he?
Yeah. He was long since this morning, since like start of the stream.
Nice.
Jumping up and down.
Yoop yoop. Bit of a deep retrace here now. See how this 1 minute plays. Yeah, nothing for me here, chat. At the top of this fair value. Be curious to see if what price does here. We have news wise for today. 2 o'clock. Yeah. Not too shabby.
Yeah, I saw Mike's long Da Vinci. That 5 minute was nice. I wanted a 15, to be fair.
Yeah, I am. Yep, actually, I am working on it. I know what the problem is. The problem is that when I download it, I download it to my Mac and it corrupts the file. I can't download the zip to re-upload it, so I'm just having to try to fucking figure that out.
Yeah, nothing from me here, chat. Not yet, at least. Really just gonna remain patient. This isn't. I didn't want to see a retracement this deep, so I'm not too big of a fan here. I keep on waiting, waiting on the world to change.
Porsche's so clean. Yeah, you're not wrong. Cleanest car ever made.
Whoa, why are you hating, bro? I don't get it.
Me?
Yeah.
What am I hating on?
Um, McLaren's.
Oh, well, McLaren's, they're hard to, they don't look nice just because they're always in the shop.
Yeah, if you get a poor man's McLaren, I guess.
What's a poor man's? Anything under a 765?
Yeah, the 765 don't break. The
They
760S
don't?
does. The
Is that
650S
right?
and the 720 do, yeah.
Is that what it is? Okay. I still think Porsches are cleaner. I don't know.
You would rather a 992?
Hmm.
Interesting.
But like different car though, you know? Like different type of car, I feel like. I don't know. I'm just gravitating. I've always gravitated towards Porsches, but McLarens are nice. I'd choose a McLaren over a Lambo.
Yeah, really nothing from me here, chat.
But I'd choose a
Cannot.
Rivian above all.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. That's a good man right there. Yep.
Rivian comes out with earnings this week.
Dude,
You
I know.
buying?
Dude,
Well, you already bought.
who
Bought the
knows,
real
man? Who
thing.
knows? Who knows? Oh, dude, but the release of the R2s are gonna be pretty sweet, man. Can't lie. R2s are gonna be a good call for the company. It's like their version of the Model 3, which I think is gonna be pretty fire.
Get out. You stay in Canada. Gladly, brother.
Yeah, the R2s are cool. Everyone shares, yeah. What is YM doing? I don't even want to look at YM. Probably ugly.
Why I'm just
Look at this.
stalling. Why I'm
Yeah.
also like near high of day. Like
Yeah. Not my cup of tea.
not interested in the 1 minute, 15 minute continuation. Nah. I wasn't long biased off of this. Like I'm obviously like entirely possible we've been talking about the potential for this 5 minute breaker to deliver us into here, but I was presented with a short idea and then it flipped, and so I'm just kind of watching. I missed my shot. Never been a 5 minute breaker guy.
Never quite dabbled in that direction.
No. More of a 15 minute fella myself.
Fair enough. Got the C2 here. It's a C3 on the 1 on the 15 here. That closure confirm above it. Oh, that did close above. Technically, it's a long signature, but I don't like the closure.
Problem for me is that the session SMT was formed way earlier, so timing the long is less appealing than waiting for a new op. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's longs are nice. It was just wasn't mine. That's all.
Chat for the framework of this, by the way. This is the trade. I'm not in this. I don't know. I'm not liking this read on market, but This would be the C3 1 minute trade here on NQ. So this honestly likely plays out here. If we tag back into the system, I might actually try one, like just a few micros on this long if we retag into that systy. If not, we'll call that wraps on that one.
Going E53 coupe May 1st, can avoid the GT3 turning.
Okay, guys,
You've
the
got
DOM works. Go
Congrats.
re-download it. Thank you.
Whoosh. What was that? All right, who spoke? 30-point drop there in about 2 seconds. Very nice. Well, can't even lie, chat. I did get tagged in there. I got tagged in there 5 micros. Stop at the protected low here, expecting price to pull higher. But I'm in on 5 micros here.
All we've got is that 15-minute consecutive candle, 10 around the corner.
3-minute looks mean, dude. Let's see if this protected low holds at all.
I'll try it when Parallel finishes downloading Windows. Yeah. If you downloaded it and logged in, let me know. There's also a new help section on the. I updated the help section with the exact way to install it. So if you just click help now, it should say. Okay, it doesn't say that right now. I need to sync probably. Oh, it does say it. The setup. One, download the freedom from your profile Ninja Tools page, etc., etc.
Chance I get tagged out here, chat, but I'm still in this. Just 5 micros on this.
You long?
Yeah, I'm long off the C3. I mean, I had my limits in and I got tagged on that like super aggressive 30-point drop in like half a second. So
I kind of want to short this. Can't lie.
I'm not glad. I'm not feeling good about these longs. Second, I saw that 1 minute reaction candle. I'm not feeling good about this at all.
Could you share a new link? Delete the old files and then download it. If you're like it 100% works now. Anyone else download it and get it to work?
Not much we can do here, chat. I'm just gonna let this see if I can just at least see a bit. I'll probably just tag this out early for some light profits if this takes me back at a drawdown. But I didn't like that. I did not like that 949 reaction, which actually we're probably gonna get tagged out now. 949 reaction was pretty mean. That was a very aggressive 1 minute. All right, likely tagged out here. All right, I'm tagged out.
I do kind of want to short it too.
Yeah. All right, that's about a $270 loss there, chat.
I think I'll wait this one out.
Yeah, I think me too.
Ugly. Ugly.
It's probably going to make me regret it, but haven't met projections. 10 o'clock coming around the corner. Let it go.
Oh, jeeps.
Someone said, let it go. That was me. Let it go. Let it go.
Can't hold it back anymore. Whoa, whoa. Looking weak. Well, there's higher for lower now, so probably gonna wait for this. Let the C2 play out and then grab a short signature off that. Can't hold it back anymore. Just did IB options plan QQQ and bank. Thanks for putting you on. Yeah, of course, boss. Anytime. What'd you take? Let me guess. You took the IB range high breakout. There you go. 25%, 40% retrace. That was a beauty. I was looking at SPY, but SPY didn't even tag out the high. So that's QQQ is much better there. Well done. Well done, brother. It's a great trade.
Well, the one we wanted didn't deliver, and the one we didn't want is delivering. So let's see what shakes out for the rest here. If this move delivers, then that'll actually be a really nice, clean move.
Watch this 1 minute play out here.
Does Leo ever win? Hey,
Never.
hey Timothy, shut up.
Does Leo ever win?
That's crazy.
That's a crazy thought. You know what? I respect it. Dude, I actually never win. The reason I'm here is because I'm a loser and I suck.
Yeah.
I'm trading full time because I suck.
Yeah. Took a 20K from Top Step because you lost.
I suck. Yeah. Tim, it's right though. It happens, you know. Not a good read on me. This is the past 2 days I haven't had a good read on market for myself personally. So, dude, I honestly just suck. That's the only thing I can really say to that, man. You know? Leo's grown a stash, give him a break. Yeah, you know. Leo's a professional loser. Dude, I'm a mega professional loser.
Y'all don't say that.
50 man Q up close swinging at 7 a.m. Yep. Yep. Waiting for 10 o'clock here, chat.
And Nvidia is so gay.
NVIDIA?
Yeah, they released their new TGX station, but they revised the RAM price.
Oh boy.
I thought Bray was Adam LZ. Who's that?
Isn't that like a
So,
car?
what's your new favorite song? The emo rock about the fall off of Top Step. Bro, that song's a banger, by the way. RAM is expensive. Yeah. Yeah, but I really want the DGX station. 756 gigabytes of RAM. But I won't want it if they're only gonna release 400. Adam LZ car YouTuber.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, I'm pretty sure MLZ is a car YouTuber. That's what I thought. No, I wasn't too sure there, mate.
How to take multiple 5-figure payouts? Like me. I'm
He's a goat.
I don't
Just gotta
know.
be.
Honestly,
Gotta
I
be.
don't know. I don't even know how to do it anymore. Got lucky.
That honestly was probably my favorite Does Low ever win. I actually love
Am I
that.
gonna run Gwen? I don't know. Probably. Maybe Nemotron. I don't like the idea of like banking on Nvidia's AI getting better and better and better. Aren't we all lucky? Yeah, maybe. I kind of like this sell here, but not right now. That's
Yeah,
just the
it's
reality.
I'm waiting. 10 o'clock opens in 40 seconds. I'm waiting for 10 o'clock. But we are rejecting off of the fair value that formed with the SysD closure on the C2. So I like this. I do like this.
Is ES going to create the 4 hour swing? That's the question. If ES creates a swing, I would probably trade this.
10 o'clock in about 5 seconds here.
Nick, I have a song for you.
Hmm.
I had to make sure it was the right one.
Okay, it created it. I'll sell one here because I just would really hate for them to create a new 4 hour high.
Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway.
Yeah, the 1 hour swing. Everything's set, yeah.
No, I didn't make that up.
What's
It's a real
that?
song. I gave Nick a song recommendation. You said I made it up. Unless he's not talking to me. Is this a Rick roll? Who's Rick?
What? Rick? What? You don't know what Rickroll is?
What? I'm
Wait, do you
kidding.
actually not, Bray? I thought you were trolling. You trolling? Are you taking the piss?
Okay, I'm short by the way. 207. Just one.
Oh,
Actually, maybe I add. What's one here? 900. Nah, just one. I want to
uh,
cover the high.
who's Rick?
I mean, scared there for you for a second. Just getting a little nervous. I'd be surprised. Think you have the gift collection where you'd have a Rick roll in there somewhere. Rick roll.
Nice little retracement into that 1 minute. Does that 1 minute breaker?
Yeah, but
Personally, Mag, people think about it different, but I personally favor ES over NQ, but I like the volatility of NQ. I just accept that sometimes I'm going to get absolutely fisted, you know.
Oop.
Um, RT Sparky, there is no cache on the download link. You pull a fresh download every time from um yeah, it's just disabled everywhere.
Good sell here, yeah.
Why'd I short it from 207? Um because it's why am I short from 207? You got this 1 minute inversion, you got divergence at the high, we hit the 50% discount. And I kind of just want to see it play back lower, especially if they can break below. You get a minimal XML file included on Android. Yeah, because it's a zip, right? So whatever's in the zip, you would just it would just download. You can't get it to work. I would log out and log back in or refresh your page. That's the only thing because I know, like, I just know it works now.
Yeah, no framework for me here, chat. I can't lie.
See you later, bro.
I want to
Hopefully,
input myself in market, but I just don't have any clear confluence to for myself, at least with my entry signature.
Yap, are you in the Prop Firm Compare Discord?
See you later, Nick.
Later.
Oh, Sandy, they're actually being updated today. Actually, yeah. There'll be a fresh batch of Lucid, like of all of the Lucid accounts. Full transparency, a lot of the other firms are just really difficult to work with regarding purchasing accounts and whatever. You're in the lab. Okay, I can just send it to you there. And so yeah, I'm trying to get more. But it's just a fucking pain, to be honest. Okay, yeah, but just added you so that I can forward you the file directly. And we'll see how that works. But I know the download is working. Just message me when you add me back. Guys, you just need to re-download the file. It definitely works. Like I've had like 5 or 6 people tell me it works. The site is just ntprop.tools. It's really easy to remember. Or ntproptools.com. Both work.
Have a good one, Angus. Yeah, chat. There's really not much for me here. Just being honest. Shorts are invalidated for me. It's kind of relatively sideways for me. Even ES here. I'm just not. I don't like what I'm seeing. It's, we can have slower weeks and slower days. This is a slower start to the week for me. Monday and Tuesday have been pretty slow. So, not an issue, but just let you guys know.
If they come back to my entry from here, I'll probably add. And then I'll trail my stop because my stop's just a bit too big right now to have had good size on.
This just continues higher here.
Yeah, I'll just take the stop out and call it a day. Yeah, did you get it to, did that work for you? Man, they're really fucking just buying this shit up here, aren't they?
Yeah, I know, right?
No way in for me. Would have had to be either 956 here when YM went to sweep out that low. When did YM sweep out that low?
Dom says long.
Yeah.
Disagree? Yeah, I mean, look, I'm just trading the way that I normally trade. It's not working still. Well, that zip is the official build of it. So if that doesn't work, then there's a problem somewhere else for you. That's all I can say. Are you on NinjaTrader 8? Like, have you downloaded the latest NinjaTrader? Yeah, no, I know. This whole game's a game of opinions, you know. I personally can see that us like 23, 27, 330s. I could see it. I just don't think it would be bearish for me. It's working great. I just don't understand it. Same.
Yeah, I can't lie. There's really not a lot here.
No,
Cheap as nuts, man.
I would have liked us to form some sort of breaker block when YM went to take out that 830 sell side. However, we don't have any of that yet, so I can't even really frame much of a continuation on NQ up into my standard deviation projections. So, 'cause I'd be down to get long. Just
You guys ever use footprint charts? No, but I have quite a few friends that do trade footprint.
Prices at VWAP. Rejecting the greatest squiggly line of all time. I would assume Leo's not in a trade. He's been saying that there's not much up here for him.
Yeah, I'm not actively in a trade now. I'm not Sunny Ice. I know those longs paid out the other day, but not today, man. We're not on anything for me personally. Just can't get behind framing something on any of the time frames, the 5, 3, or 1 for me. The one thing I do like is this SMT and this 15-minute fair value gap. It's the one thing I like, but it's also, I don't know, Chet. YM's gaining some relative weak, quite weak here on YM now.
Okay, I added here 2707. I'm trailing my stop to the current high. I'm basically not adding any risk. I'm just getting tighter on my stop. So I went from having a 45-point stop to a 28-point stop now, and just added more size because I just don't want to see it make new highs from here, really. And in 3 minutes, my logical break-even point will be at the 10:02 low. And we'll go from there. And if I get stopped, I get stopped. It'll kind of just be what it is. If I'm not mistaken, DOMs kind of just show orders at different price points. High chunks of orders can work as magnets of price, either repelling or attracting based on if they're buys and sells. It just gives you a way to actually read what the market is doing and where orders are being accepted and placed. That's really it. That's the way I see the value in it. I don't personally need to see that much, but yeah. Sells are good, just moving super slow. So like for me, I just like to take trades that are nice invalidations for me. If like we make an hourly swing and then we trade into the high, I think that's a bullish day. And then I'm like, I wouldn't want to buy the high, sell it higher. I'd want to wait for a retrace and then buy it. So yeah, just naturally, I'm kind of against it, you know. Just trying to keep my trading light, keep my invalidations tight.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
see you later, Dan. Have a good day, brother.
Just be there, then,
Dan.
son.
Let it Danzo. Watching the 15 and hourly here on NQ. It does look like price wants to move lower, just not getting the momentum for it.
Yeah, it's a bit slow.
Yeah. Wow, YM is quite weak now. Your YM on the 15.
Yeah.
Just tanking.
They're trying to sell ES, but
Yeah.
don't know if they're getting rewarded right now. Okay, so my logical break-even point here is this low. The reality is they could go and make a new high here, this 15-minute high, and then sell it off. So I'd probably just give one the room, and that would be my trade. Like, basically, I wouldn't want to take a full-size stop out for for everything. So, yeah. When London has a massive move, you find New York super slow. Yeah. Market dynamics kind of works that way.
Yeah, this 15-minute reject here.
Man, they're just going to buy it back on both. Crazy work. I don't like this really. Do I subscribe to using ADR? I mean, the market typically at some point when it reaches that overextended state finds buyers. They they typically will use like the averages of how far those moves go, whether that's ADR, whether that's, I don't know, whatever you want to use it as, I don't know. But yeah, you can find patterns in anything and everything, to be honest. I personally don't do that. I just think that the market gravitates towards highs and lows because that's where old sellers and old buyers were, and the market just hunts for those people again.
Yeah, chat. I can't lie. Not really my open here. Even after 10 o'clock, we're just seeing a bit of these 15-minute closures, especially the 10 o'clock 15-minute closure was super indecisive. So now we're just kind of seeing it pull into this 15-minute imbalance, and we're just ranging within it. We're still within the previous 15-minute range as well. So yeah, I don't know. This isn't not really any setups for me here. Slightly slower week for me as well, chat. We are taking two losses today. Nothing super crazy size in general. I've been trading relatively lighter size, but took about a 5 micro 30-point loss, and then I cut a 8-point loss pre-New York session. Part of the game, man. Full transparency. Can't win them all.
What do I think about GEX levels? I don't know anything about them really. That's the truth.
have the DOM on my screen to feel like a real trader. Yeah.
What platform is the Dom on? Sorry, I missed the whole chapter of the
Oh,
Dom.
it's NinjaTrader.
Oh,
Okay, so
nice.
the big thing is that NinjaTrader doesn't really have a DOM. And the DOMs that do exist are either really expensive or like not that great.
Yeah.
So Leo and Mandude like teamed up to um to create like a free DOM, and then they named it the free DOM.
And is it like how good is it in comparison to like a normal paid Dom? Is it?
I mean, it's uh, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's awesome. Oops, sorry. That's awesome. I did not know that. I was missing the whole chapter. I was hearing Dom, Dom, Dom the entire time, and I had no idea. Sweet.
biggest size event on a trade, 275 contracts. Did I have any business entering that size? Not really. I'm just kind of pushing the boat.
How many cons was it?
275. Yeah.
I'd have shit running down my legs if I was in a quarter of that size.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
To be honest, I was
Quarter
kind
that
of like
size
a,
is diabolical, man.
I was kind of just immune to it, you know.
Yeah, at
Sold
that
the
point,
G Wagon, yeah.
275 contracts, you gotta be desensitized.
Yeah, I was just so no. I honestly,
What is
boys and
that
girls,
per dollar move or per point move on NQ? Fucking diabolical.
it's enough. I'm gonna go break even a
Yeah.
bit early here. I don't like this stalling slopey lows. If they run me out, they run me out. I'm not in love with the trade anymore. Did I win or lose that trade? I actually cut it way early because I was up like 160K on it pretty quick. So I was just like, yeah, I'll take that. So I got out of the way of it. Definitely paid for the Maldives trip. Paid for a lot of things, I can assure you. Buy fuel for the G Wagon in bulk. Ah. I think I might keep the G Wagon as a daily. I currently have an RSQ3. That's just like the car that everyone uses to run around in. Have a Mercedes A35 just out on the drive. Have my G Wagon, and then I'm thinking of thinking again the 765 LT.
Yes.
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 Yeah, we'll see though. Honestly, chat, if I was kind of running okay in the market right now, I wouldn't even think about it. Like, I actually wouldn't even think about it. But like, because my trading's just not been the best recently, it like one of those things that just in the back of my mind, like, what happens if we do it and then we go on a big loss streak and we fucking lump out fucking 400 grand on a car? Swap the G Wagon for a Land Rover Defender. My dad would love that. My dad has a Land Rover Defender, like an old one.
Oh,
That's
those
sick.
are sick.
Those are
Yeah.
clean. Yeah.
I'd love one of those.
I only have one contract. Nah, I actually have two. I've just broken it out. You can see here if I do no overlap. I haven't been asked to put them in two, to be honest. Because I sold one and then I sold one on here, and then I sold one here and then I sold one again. The car that built Britain. Yeah. What is it they say? With a hammer and a screwdriver, you can repair that car anywhere.
The
Series
scene
one.
looks nice here. We can get below the 10 o'clock low, close below that on the 15. That'd be nice for price to continue lower here. We've just
Okay, I got
been
out of one. I didn't love the trade, so I don't mind scaling out of it. And then I get out of the other one, the -2 standard deviation. We already hit this discounted area back when we were a proper country. Don't get me started.
Already chat. I'm gonna have to hop off here in a sec. No trades for me. The only trades I took, as I mentioned, were the two losses. Took that one very small cut early loss pre-New York session, and then took a loss during New York session. So smaller red day for me, but still red day regardless. Just wasn't trading the best today, which is honestly, I'm not surprised. This definitely isn't the type of market I'm looking for. As of right now, I'm watching the 15-minute for price to pull lower here. If we respect this 15, you have an SMT at the highs, which you already validated on the 1 minute, but looking to see the 15 continue lower here. Closure, honestly, below 27,125 would be very nice to see that bearish expansion that I wanted to see today. So as of right now, that's what I'm watching for, but I'm hands off likely for the rest of today. Two losses for me, even though one was cut early. If I see one A plus trade, I'll take it for today. But other than that, I think I'm going to be hands off likely for the rest of today. So I'll be hopping off here. But Kane, Bray, thanks again for letting me tune in for a nice little segment here. I appreciate it a lot, as per
Yeah.
usual.
Happy to have you, brother, always. Thanks for
Yeah, I'll
joining.
see you guys in the next session. I'll be live every New York AM session. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'll be live for every AM session. Same window, except I'll be here for the full session Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like yesterday. So thank you, everybody. I'll be off
See you
right
later,
now.
Leo.
See you guys soon. Yeah, later.
Bye-bye. And then there were two.
Then there were two.
I've got no skin in this game. The short would be working out. No more trades for me. Just the one short from this morning that was the owl, and then I faded this one. It just didn't check a lot of boxes for me. That's working out.
Yeah, I'm kind of just playing the ES swing, right? That was kind of my trade. Just using NQ as an area of invalidation. If it went higher from here, I'd kind of just be done.
Yeah, that hourly swing on ES is actually really nice, to be fair.
Did you have the branding of the lab when you put up those green LED lights behind you? It's no secret if you know me in real life. My favorite color is green. Um, green strap, green vape. The accents on the Brabus are all green. So yeah, heavily influenced the green in the lab branding.
07E88A goes hard.
What's that?
That's our color code, our lab green color
Oh,
code.
really?
It's yeah.
Fuck, I didn't know
It's
that.
hang on. It's this one. She might not be able to see it if they didn't pan to my screen.
Oh, that green.
Yeah. That's the coding we used. I just remember looking at the sheet for it or whatever, like the branding guidelines. I don't know why I remembered the code.
If they buy it back out of here, they're buying it off of the open on NQ 3 times. It's probably a bullish day, which is why I kind of scaled out of it, to be honest. So I would just get out of it. They're buying it back off the 15-minute low, which when we just look left, they bought it here, they bought it here, they bought it here, they bought it here. If they can accept below this level, it's kind of good night. And the same thing on ES is they're just buying it out of the 930 low right now, or at least the 930 print. I'm not in love with the trade, hence why I scaled and I went break even a bit early. But the trade idea's there, and yeah, I'd already had two break even trades on the day, so I was kind of keen to grab something to show for it. Um, but yeah. And guys, yes, before you ask, if I was to get a 765 LT, I would also have it in green. Shockingly.
Like green
Shocking.
accent or green paint?
I would have green paint, yeah.
Like what kind of green?
I don't know. But do you want to know something? I always toy with the idea of getting an Aston Martin because of that green, the Aston Martin green.
Which green is that? Is that like a forest green, or is it like a darker green, or is it super like
I actually don't know. I just know it's like the Aston Martin green. It's like a darky blue green.
oh yes, yeah. It's like almost like a it's like some teal in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Those are sick. Yeah, the Vantage or the DB12. I like that color.
A deep metallic green emerald. Emerald green.
Mm,
Can you imagine a McLaren in that color? Pwah,
oh man.
jeez. British racing green. Facts. That is, yeah. That's just it, isn't it?
Who is that? It's I'm thinking of, I guess that's Lance Stroll. That's the Aston Martin F1,
Oh, fuck that
right?
guy, bro. Yeah.
I don't know anything about him, but
But he's Canadian, right?
yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, his dad owns Aston Martin.
No, his dad owns Formula One team. His dad doesn't own Aston Martin. That'd be crazy.
Oh, the owner of the yeah, Aston Martin F1 team. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he owns part of it, but he's the executive chairman right now.
I see, I see. Should Lance Stroll is my age? I thought he was older.
Serpentine. Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, that's the green. That's the green I want. That's the car. That's the car. Someone find me that.
We need 2 more likes to get to Hundy.
Okay, guys, please like and subscribe for one. Two, if you are watching on Twitter or my personal YouTube channel, please head over to the Lab Live YouTube. On Twitter, you can click on the lab, the stream, the host of the stream, and go to the link in the description. And on my YouTube channel, you can click the link in the description on the YouTube channel. Um, yeah, massively appreciated. Um, we have some we have some cool changes coming potentially. Theory crafting with myself right now on how we make it more engaging and stuff. So I'm just gonna say I would recommend to like and subscribe. I have no idea what that says. You want a brand new one? Bro, they don't do them brand new anymore. They stopped making them in 2022. I would buy one with like 10 to 20,000 miles on it. You tried the free DOM and it didn't work? Check the help section, my friend. Check the help section. Brother, I have no idea what you said. All I can hear is Kane. All I can see is Kane. The the other symbols, I don't know what it is. I'm sorry.
ES is close to sweeping out. It's 930 low.
Do I use blue light glasses? I do. They're right here. But actually, because I have a lot of white light in here, when I put these on, they actually amplify the glare. So I usually take them off unless I have um stuff to do. I actually really want to make my own pair though, and then give a bunch away. Okay, so ES took out its 9 o'clock low now. They could buy this back. I'm going to trail to the high of the opening range. I don't want to see them buy it back through. Where did I buy these ones? I actually bought these ones from a sunglasses shop in Saint-Tropez. Um, I had a pair of green ones before that had like some blue light blockering in it. I mean, I lost them. So yeah, looky. Well, to be honest with you, I can't imagine they're expensive because when I bought them, they had like a little like here they had like a square stick-on sign, like it was made out of metal, but I ripped it off and rubbed the thing off, and basically I've had these since. So they're actually unbranded, which makes me think they're made in China. Right, I'm out of this. I'm out of that trade, and it's done. So yeah, GG's, GG's. Hands up, who copy traded me on it? Anyone? You're still in, motherfucker. Cuzzy. Yeah, I know you didn't. You were in before me. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Was my setup as well. You'll be Saint Tropez in August. Probably gonna go before August, my man. August is really peak month for Saint Tropez, I believe. And I don't like Saint Tropez when it's very busy. I like to be able to go to the beach clubs. And go, yeah, September, May, and June are the crazy ones.
I'm gonna try long here. Stop at the AM low. Risky, but I like that AM low SMT that we have. It's either gonna be right away or wrong. Quick.
Where did I go? I actually went to Devon, bro. I went to just outside Exeter. Great
You want to
discipline,
see
J
this?
J trade.
You want to see
J
this?
J trade.
Yeah, super nice shorts. I like this 2.5 standard deviation of that 1 minute. I want to see this AM low, current AM low SMT hold up. Kind of farted around a little bit before pulling the trigger, so I didn't get a great spot.
Ever been to Bristol? Yeah, I have. I really didn't enjoy Bristol, I can't lie.
This AM low gets swept out, then I'm going to be looking at the new day opening gap, which it's going to sweep out this current AM session low here, and then I'll be, yeah, quick invalidation. It's a little bit impulsive on my part, but
They're gonna kill it.
yeah.
Honestly, the fact that they couldn't get back up when they broke that 50-minute low and they couldn't get back above it, and the buyback was weak. So yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're below that 956 low.
we're in
Yep.
Devon. I literally went to Exeter, bro. Like just outside Exeter. Um, what was the beach called that I went to? Lyme Regis. The beach in Lyme Regis. Jamie Dimond. Yeah, I mean, if that guy starts talking bad about credit and the market downturn, the market typically listens. To be honest, Grumpy, I would say that I wouldn't touch the market anymore today. Am I a fan of the 4 hour low? Not really. So when I look at, let me just remove all my drawings. When I look at the market right now, we sold off overnight. There are like, so these little dots are like our TLM setups, right? And actually, if you look here, one, two, three, four, five, six of them failed. So we got a huge sell off after that. We retraced into 50% practically to the tick. This logical liquidity target right here, that 50% mark. We failed to make a new high, and we're selling off. That isn't bullish for me. So realistically, the only thing that I could possibly frame is like a deep retrace, pullback, and some trade like that. But actually, I would much rather take the reversal that probably follows. The voice is a bit low. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I don't. Yeah, but yeah. So like, I probably would be out. I'd probably just be out here. Yeah. Made 2.5K on the day. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. Um. You know. Yo, is that in? What is that indicator? That indicator is actually one that was built for me by 2 degrees. Um. It waits for everything to align. Like for example, here it would have. If I bring up ES here, it will flag a short probably. It's not. It's not there. It's like on the 1 minute. Yeah, there's no 4 hour high here, so it doesn't capture those trades. It would capture trades off of lows. So yeah. What are your favorite darts? As in cigarettes or darts? You're so funny, Kevin. Um, Sterling Jules, bro. Like if I'm out on the town, give me some Sterling Jules. How do you get those markers that show you failed TLM setups? It's part of the indicator from 2 degrees. The indicator is never going to see the light of day. We'd have to do too much work to get it perfect for me to want to release it. So yeah. And the actual indicator, the one that I use, like the TLM one from 2 degrees, it's a fucking bitch to load. So if your PC's not up for it, you're gonna have a bad time. So we haven't we haven't done anything with it. What have I learned the most about the failed setups? That them failing isn't like. Are you trying to like figure out like how to avoid those? Because that's just typically the way I trade. Like I trade a model that has a higher loss rate, a lower win rate.
Kind of engineering a low at that 830 sell side.
I don't have a 90% win rate with 10R. No, when I have 10R trades, like when a trade is run 10R, I typically win 90% of the time. Um, so yeah, my 10R trades are 90% win rate. The 10% is just me being greedy, you know.
Hey guys, how do I sign up on your Discord? I'm having troubles with becoming a member or even seeing the pricing on the site. We don't offer our Discord as a paid service anymore. It's closed.
Yeah, what Bray said. Can I ask you a question? Why would you want to sign up to the Discord? What are you looking for in a Discord that isn't here? Let me just ask that. Top banner. Ah, wait, there's 739 people watching on Twitter.
Yeah, I noticed that too. They don't want to join over here though. They probably just maybe have it kind of in the background.
Dang. 739 of you over there on Twitter. 770 of you. Um, I would say this, right? Oh, I don't know either. Um, so Michael, I believe that's your name. I would say this. You are going to learn more from me and other people watching how we actually do it in the market and like figuring that out. I know that right now you want some sort of like, I want to sit down for 8 hours, learn it, and make money, but that's just not how that works in reality. Like, I don't know anyone that's consumed a lot of content from someone and been like, sweet, I have the keys, I don't need anyone anymore. Like, I'm out. I would say that you are way better off watching us live for a consistent period of time and asking questions of things that don't make sense to you. There's no point you asking like, Kane, go through exactly how you do this and this and this. Like, it's better off figuring that out for a while, and then the bits that still don't make sense, you're like, Kane, I notice you do this sometimes and you don't do this sometimes. Like, can you explain to me why? Cool. Yeah, I'm always happy to do that. But I would always like someone um to figure out some of it by themselves, you know? Can you explain why ES formed an hourly swing? I can't tell you why I did that because I don't get to decide that. But it did form an hourly swing in both directions. The reality is that I got into my trade a little after 10, right? So it formed an hourly swing here and it formed an hourly swing here. However, the most important thing is that it didn't form a 4 hour swing to the low, right? Here and here. Yeah. So for me, naturally, I want to see it trade into a 4 hour high or a 4 hour low. You then combine the fact that ES pulled into this, like this quite a bit nice gap down, sold lower. I'm expecting this to next candle to open high, close low. So that's it. That's kind of what I do. So yeah. Um, and to be honest, if I had a pair of balls on me recently, which I don't because my trading hasn't been the best, and I'm okay to admit that, I would probably have held for the 4 hour low. But I don't have the balls on me. And the market hasn't really given us that sort of follow through recently. I've been punished for doing that. So I've kind of just adapted more recently. And if the market starts to take highs and lows again, I'll hold for larger trades and I won't cut positions halfway through. So yeah. Um, I think we're gonna wrap it up, Bray.
Yep, sounds good to me. I don't have
Yeah.
much here either.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm just hanging around for the hour to close it out. So I think that we wrap it up. Team, nice trading today. It wasn't the cleanest, it wasn't the ugliest. It was kind of just a bit of a normal day. If you're watching on Twitter, please subscribe to the Lab Live on YouTube. You can interact with us, ask us questions, and do whatever, and we'll have a lot more value of watching us on YouTube. If not, please like and subscribe over there. Don't know if you can or not. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Be safe, look after yourselves, and we will be back tomorrow.
Yes,
Adios.
sir. Yes, sir. See you guys. Thank you.